Good evening, all. It's the Hidden Object Guru here with Earth Defense Force 5.
Da-da-da!
Exactly right. Let's just get this thing loaded up, so if anyone has anything to say to me. Boom. So, fun story. I had a VCR when I was a kid that ate tapes. It was from Sears. And so we took it in to get repaired. Then we went out and we rented a movie. And it ate that tape too. Because, you know, Sears hadn't fixed it, even though they're supposed to. They're frigging Sears. It's their only job is to take care of their Sears branded product. So we went to Sears and we were like, okay, well, you ate the tape. Costs $80-some. You got to reimburse us for that because we're sure as hell not paying for it. And so Sears was like, fine. I'll check that out, Maddie. So we're like, fine. You pay for it. And they did. But, of course, they did not want the movie because they're Sears. They're a giant corporation. They don't watch movies. And that is how I ended up owning a VH copy of the movie Hard to Kill. One of the few VHS movies I own.
Wow.
Hard to Kill.
Which one's Hard to Kill again? Is that
Steven Seagal.
Oh.
Sorry, no. Oh my god, I said Hard to Kill. I apologize. It's not Hard to Kill. Marked for Death.
Oh god, that's even
A
worse.
much worse movie than Hard to Kill. Alright, let's do this. Ooh, a new leopard. Nice. So now, I have found the record that at least 3 people per month have figured out, in the month and a half it's been up, 4 people have figured out the joke of totally objective reviews. So that's not a bad, rate. Okay, it's pretty bad rate. I think it's funny, and that's why I keep doing it, but people largely don't get it. Alright, so let's do this. Wing Diver. No. Air Raider. Phobos, Zexergun, Bulge Laser, well, probably not the Warbarge. Let's use my beloved Laser Nix, and then we'll use the Warbarge if we feel like it. Where is Laser Nix? This is Laser Nix. $1998? Oh my god. Alright, let's do this. I have not played this yet. I literally bought this 3 minutes ago. This is the wrong weapon loadout for this, because I'm engaging teleportation ships. So, instead of Phobos... Actually, I probably still want Phobos. Instead of that, let's get... Oh, you know what? I can just use my Nyx. It's fine. This is a fine loadout. But what I do need is so many defense... There we go. Rapid launcher. And flamethrowers as well, because what the hell. Alright. Teleportation ships. Hardest difficulty. Let's go. Neat. So an April Fool's event is a deal where they would, like, put a bunch of modern tanks in the game? Just to screw with people? Whoa, there's also flying guys. Wait, where'd the teleportation ship go? I know we didn't... Oh my god, it's moving super fast. Are you kidding me? This is a new challenge. Although this mission pack is called Super Challenge, so there you go. Okay. Nick Saber! Oh, good. Silver spiders. Exactly what I was hoping would turn up. Yeah, unfortunately it is physically impossible for a, whoa! There's also dragons. This is a ridiculous level. Can I have my ship now? Sorry, ship. No! Okay. I should be less cavalier about using the rocket launcher, because the rocket launcher is kicking my ass. Alright, let's do this. Nice. Alright, let's do this. So, I'm going to suggest you stop using OBS and start using XSplit. It's also free for the regular consumer version. I find XSplit far easier to set up than I found OBS. That's why I gave up on OBS. This level is ridiculous. Even for a super challenge level, this is ridiculous. What's that? There you go. Vaguely. Vaguely.
And I was like, what madness is this?
It's absurd.
Why? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
It's a game that tries to torture everybody. Who's bound with a language setting? What does that mean? Okay, so, set up the rocket launchers and then run the F away. Alright, so. Ow. Okay, that is a flamethrower on a lamppost shooting directly at my face. That is something you don't see every day. Wait a minute. Are there like 5 ships? So, as I've said before, the good thing about these spiders is that the silver spiders, ouch, is that they have nearly infinite health. And that doesn't sound like a good thing. Oh no. That's terrible. Yeah, let's try this instead. I do love my Nick Saber, though. Let's see. Olympic gun? Olympic gun. Their near infinite health means, this is the good part, doesn't sound like a good part at first, but bear with me. It means that you can load up even the most expensive mechs really, really quickly, because how the amount of points you get for bringing in ships is a 1-to-1 correlated to the health of the enemy that gets killed. Which is why, as you can see, blowing up that ship got me a huge amount. Except that the spiders have almost equal hit points to that ship. So, and there's a ton more of them. It's that much more valuable. No! Air support Nixoned you pretty hard. Ah, there it is. Come to me, my dear. Come to me and die! I did not like that line reading. Can I do it again? Okay. Oh my god, that's so many flying dudes. I'm not ready for this. Wait, you have to spend golden eagles to repair tanks? Oh, you have very good tanks. I've forgotten. So there are tanks you can only use repair with golden eagles? Jesus. Is there any wonder I'm never going to get that deep into, Oh, crap. They have a Death Queen. I didn't know they had a Death Queen. Also, they're running away from me, which is very annoying. Oh, this is bad. Oh, they also have a Queen Ant. They have a Death Queen and an Ant Queen. This level is ridiculous. Even by the standards of an Earth Defense Force level. But I get to show off the Nick Saber's ultimate weapon, which is unbelievably badass. And kills things almost instantaneously. I think it does 150,000 points of damage per shot, which is amazing, because you get 8 shots with it, which is 1,000,000 points of damage in those 8 shots. And since you've got 2 of them, that is a mech loadout that every time you summon the mech, you can do 2,000,000 points of damage. Which is enough for most. Like, there's very few enemies in the game that can stand up to that kind of punishment. Almost none in the main game. Alright, so, where's the Death Queen? Oh, there she is. Also, it has infinite range, so... Alright, I missed. There she goes. 2 shots. See what I'm saying? 2 shots. Hey, on a bridge, what's up? Oh, I saw you, you send me the link about Colonial Marines, so I will pick that up. And then we can do that co-op bug hunt you wanted. Okay. Oof. You did not like Pacify? Was it too freaky? What the hell is that? Oh! Spider King. He doesn't have 1,000,000 hit points. Sorry, he doesn't have 100,000 hit points. Well, I don't know yet. This is the new DLC, so I'm just learning about it now. It's called Super Challenge, and you might ask, what does Super Challenge mean in the context of Earth Defense Force 2? And my instinct, my guesstimation of what that's going to entail is I'm probably going to have to fight 2 #Space Gods simultaneously in the final mission. Or at least a completely remixed #Space God battle, because the previous DLC ended with a remixed Ultimate Fortress battle. So it's logical that we would see a remixed #Space God battle this time. Obviously, I can't say for sure. I just bought this. But, we'll see. By the way, Earth Defense Force 2017 remains the best $20 I've ever spent on a video game. I've never bought a $20 video game and been more happy with my purchase than Earth Defense Force 2017. A game I knew nothing about, but I walked into a store, I saw it on the shelf, and I'm like, that's a picture of a bunch of alien nonsense, and it costs $20. What is that? And he's like, Earth Defense Force. Just came in. I don't know what it is. I'm like, sold. It's $20. The only thing that comes close is the $30 I spent on Katamari Damacy the day it came out. Is that not the plot of the TV show American Gods? That gods are Twitter themed now? What were you saying? Oh yes, being surprised. God, that was amazing. I mean, I still don't watch previews of games. The problem is I'm like always aware that a game is coming out. I never watch trailers because I want to be surprised, and I try never to look at as little art as possible, so I can be as surprised as possible by a game. But that said, I don't have that thing of surprise anymore. What was the last thing I was truly surprised by? Yeah, we're talking about video games, silly. Also, there's nothing surprising in there. No. No, Spelunky's just a game that someone recommended based on, you know, it was a free game. And, oh yeah, it's like, I read an article about it. I mean, that's not walking into a store and being surprised.
Oh, Watch Dogs?
No, we knew about Watch Dogs. No. You know what it is? Binary Domain.
Oh, that's what it is.
We walked into the store and there's this god-awful cover of a video game, like one of the worst covers I've ever seen. What? The shock troopers have a new weapon. That's bad. So yeah, we walked into the store and there's this thing with this god-awful cover, and it's by Sega, and it's literally one of the worst video games covers I've ever seen. And then at the bottom of the thing, it's like, made by so-and-so, creator of the Yakuza series. And I'm like, that's worth $40 just to support the guy who invented Yakuza. That's 100% worth $40. And then, so we pick it up and we get it home, and I'm like, oh, this is the best third-person shooter I've ever played. Warbarge. No, what? $20, Hans. I said the best random $20 I spent. Obviously, the best video game I've ever purchased is Girls in Panzer, but Girls in Panzer was $130. God, that sounds high, doesn't it?
That would be fair. No, Captain.
Captain Toad is incredible. Wait, they made a sequel to Matt Hazard? That can't be true. What is happening? I bet that didn't kill him. This is insane. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed Captain Marvel. Why did she not go with the Tron uniform?
Shoot!
That was a question for you.
Oh, it's me? Because mine was bright and colorful.
Not as bright or colorful as the Tron uniform. It was a Tron uniform.
I'll give you that.
She could have dressed up as Tron. What do you mean you can't get any more? Can't you load up one of your low-level tanks and just farm some suckers down at tier 1 and 2 to hoard some... By
the way, Captain Marvel was great.
It is.
Shoot!
And you're free to do that.
Yeah!
Yeah!
I'll call my nerdier friends.
Not so smug now, are you dick? Oh, there's more of them. Ah! And is Will Arnett back being the voice of Matt Hazard, or if they had to go cheaper? Because it's a digital-only sequel. I mean, he's a Canadian weirdo, so he's the kind of people who, like... kind of person who might just show up and do the sequel just for fun. And when is that coming out? When did this thing come out? I can't believe I didn't hear about that at all. I do not like these guys. Oh, my bulge laser is charged. Nice.
I forgot to tell you, I saw Captain America today.
Good. In what context?
Target confirmed.
Like in a Captain America suit.
Oh, okay. That's nice. I'm really embarrassed that I didn't know there was a sequel to terrible terrible game Matt Hazard. Eat Lead, The Return of Matt Hazard.
Preparing for the next attack.
Which, there were a million things that game would have lost me for. Oh, come on! Really? But the one that lost me the most was, they're saying that you couldn't... There's a whole thing in that game where you battle Wolfenstein dudes, like, so they're two-dimensional. They're just sprites that spin around and don't have... They only have, like, back, forward, left, and right faces. God damn it. Oh, screw you. No. What is happening? Well, that was absurd. No!
This is Phobos, ready to attack again.
Oh, so it's like a side-scroller. Huh. But anyway, so you're fighting these Wolfenstein guys, and they're like, oh, they're two-dimensional sprites where the rest of the game is 3D. And then you try to punch them, and they're like, you can't punch them. They didn't have melee attacks back in the day when these guys were a thing. And I'm like, there are melee attacks in Wolfenstein. You literally start the game by killing a dude with a knife. That is the first thing that happens in the game Wolfenstein 3D. How do you not know this? You're supposed to be a game about the history of video games, and you got something fundamentally wrong about the first mega popular first-person shooter. You're garbage, Matt Hazard. That said, the Cloud Strife fight was pretty fun. No! Yeah, I know. No, never. You will never hear how I really feel about this game. Ever. No one will. Yeah, it was embarrassingly bad. Whoa! These guys are so profoundly not screwing around, I adore it. Ah, Jesus crackers.
Satellite W1, ready to launch Bulge laser.
Thank you, Bulge Laser. I need you. Nope, that was the wrong button.
Entering the...
This is insane. I mean, everything about this game is insane, so that's not a surprise, but Jesus crackers.
All bombers.
Even for this game, this sequence is nuts.
Go.
Thank you. Hi, Bulge Laser. You're the best weapon in the game for fighting large enemies. Obviously, it's completely useless on small enemies.
Good luck to the ground units.
Hi. Please die, please die, please die. Oh, it's over.
Initiating emergency cooldown.
Break cover, you S of a B. Well, there you go. Yeah. What comic character? Oh yeah, there's Rodney. Yeah, he's comic relief.
Ready for next launch.
Well, adorably censoring swears is my brand. Wait, what? Is that true? No! You're like, oh, I'm the laser guy. I have lasers to use on you. Yeah, well, two can play at that game, and in this case, two are playing at that game. He's right in front of me, isn't he? God damn it. Oh, just die already. Whew. I wish you could cancel the Bulge Laser and get the resupply started early. That would be very useful.
Beaming complete. Cooling down the cannon.
God, this thing is monstrous. Alright, if I kill two more guys, we get the Warbarge into action. And I don't know if you know this about the Warbarge, But Warbarge is best. Except now I'm being swamped by 100 guys. So... Hey, buddy! Funny story. I have machine guns. That's the end of the joke. Yes! Oh, thank God. Again, you have not given me a Warbarge yet.
Move over the marker.
Whew, here we go. So, fun thing you can do with the Warbarge that I don't do enough. I'll show this off if I can. I might not be able to. Warbarge!
We'll send over another one later.
Oh, you guys are so toast. But before I... Oh, damn. Wow, that's a really good look. Alright, so, what you do with the Warbarge is... you throw a bunch of machine guns on stationary weapons onto his legs, and you can create a Warbarge with machine gun turrets on it to take on swarms of ground level guys, or even sometimes the oh, he's so dead. Or even sometimes the various skyhogs that chase you. Your dragons and wasps and the like. Not so much the spaceships, they kind of move too fast for the leg-mounted ones to track. Oh, I love how they crumble when punched. Alright, so let's load up those machine guns. See? My legs are now putting a continuous spray of fire onto the guy I'm trying to move towards. It's fantastic. Yeah, the lasers that bend around the body, it's a great look. Yeah, you can make a machine gun Barga, you can make a rocket Barga, it's fantastic. Brand new weapon. I don't know if it's one of the exclusive DLC weapons, but it's pretty badass. I hope. I think I'll be able to do that mission on Inferno. The thing is, nope. Bombers. Wait, bombers? Is there an entirely new type of alien spaceship? God, this game just gets better and better. Alright, so, what you want to do to deal with alien spaceships is... let's see, Zexer is actually really good for that, as is... Rapid Fire Rocket Launcher. Rapid Fire Rocket Launcher. There we go. And you want yourself a... I was going to say it with me, but there's no reason you should know that. It's a Sprite Fall. Sprite Fall is unbelievably good for stuff that swarms around you. And Sprite Fall Destroy sounds better, but this is a tighter radius doing more damage. So, and it has a longer range than the laser. Oh, I probably don't need a Warbarge for this. Warbarges are really just for giant enemies. Although I recently did a video project saying, can you beat every level in the game with a Warbarge? And the answer is almost yes. I think I did a couple of videos of my playthrough of Party Hard 2. Jesus, that's a new type of enemy.
Shoot! This gun of light can eradicate everything, including gods.
What? Oh my god, my favorite character in the game is the lady who operates the Sprite Fall. She's amazing. This cannon of light can annihilate everything, even gods. Yeah, you're the best, lady. Hi, this level is madness. I was killed instantly. Fun fact, when they destroy the building you set the guns down on, it also destroys the guns. So.
Fire! General headquarters are afraid of this power, so they sealed it.
General headquarters are afraid of this power, so they sealed it. You see why she's my favorite character, right? Oh no, he's gonna do his bomb blast! Damn! Oh, what the hell, game? That was ridiculous. That's a great price. Although I don't feel like playing a video game that's going to make me weep openly, so maybe Toy Story 3 isn't the best thing to be playing. I'm trying to get my Nyx Saber loaded up before I engage with the bombers, and it's not working. Oh my god, this is intense. Alright, so I'm just going to set up all the cannons and make a run for it. This is so profoundly not working. I'm actually a little impressed at how badly this is going. If it was impossible, if it was possible to get emotionally invested in garbage trash fire Spec Ops The Line. Which it's not, because it's a garbage trash fire. Gonna switch this up. Maybe turn down the difficulty to hard.
Shoot!
Yeah, no danger of that stopping anytime soon. Ha! You thought you were all that, but then you met my good friend, Mr. Bulge Laser. Also, Mr. Turn the difficulty down to hard. Hey, do you know what makes me not worry about the consequences of war and like the steps people take? Seeing war through the eyes of a crazy person who disobeys orders and gets everyone killed for no reason. That is really not something that's going to make me worry about the ethics of war. Playing as a crazy man who does everything wrong for no reason. Also, I read the strangest interview with the guy who created the game, who was like, I like to think that the whole game is a dream taking place after you get killed in that helicopter crash. And that's why the end of the game is so weird. And I'm like, are you a moron? Like, seriously, are you a very dumb person to say that the game ends when everybody gets killed in a helicopter crash, and then everything that happens afterwards is a Jacob's Ladder type situation fantasy? Because it seems like that's what you're saying here, and I already didn't respect you for making trash game Spec Ops The Line, but if that's what you think is going on in Spec Ops The Line, you're dumber than I thought you were. Seriously. The message of that game is, if you're an idiot who disobeys orders and always does the stupidest possible thing, war goes badly. I'm like, well, yeah. Oh. Cool. Yes, I will ask you for news very soon after the stream. And enjoy your dinner. If you still can. Why would you not be able to? Do-do-do-do! They call it the Bulge laser. The final and ultimate expression of man's inhumanity to man. We thought we had seen danger. We thought we had seen the apocalypse. We knew nothing before the advent of the Bulge laser. Don't know what that accent is, but I kind of love it. Okay, that's messed up N60. Are you sure there's not like some weirdo on your team with an 8.0 tank skewing the whole thing? They call him Dr. Dippy. And who knows what madness his evil has wrought. What evil has madness has wrought. If you know what that's a reference to, be the first commenter below the video to mention it, and you'll win a prize. Just drop it in the comment section below the video, along with the time code for where in the video I asked the question. Yes! Oh, I really do like the Nyx laser saber thing. Oh, there are no 8.0 tanks. Really? Oh, okay, then yeah. So you would know right away. What? That is my luckiest shot ever. In this game. Obviously, I've had much luckier shots in War Thunder.
Satellite W1, ready to launch Bulge laser.
Yay! Bo Bridges? That's like saying Bo Bridges. I know he's on the show. Don't worry. I've seen Stargate. Every time I see Bo Bridges in something, I take a moment and I'm like, wait a minute. Didn't he go crazy? And then I realize I'm thinking of Randy Quaid.
Really?
They're the two pairs of acting brothers, and one's handsome and one's dumpy. It's just true.
Yeah, I never really guess. But Bo Bridges is also kind of handsomely dumpy. Whereas Randy Quaid was never attractive.
No, he's a very ugly man.
Look at young Bo Bridges and tell me he doesn't have some kind of
Launch!
I don't know that I can say that. I've seen the Fabulous Baker Boys. He doesn't have a lot going for him.
I thought he had a certain something.
And that's fine.
Also, great.
It is a great movie. If you haven't seen the Fabulous Baker Boys, you should. It's about two guys who play piano, and the two brothers that play piano, and the lady, Michelle Pfeiffer, who comes between them. And it's about a whole lot more as well, but that's just the, you know, basic plot synopsis.
All systems running a check sequence.
People falling in videos are considered the best videos. Confused about exactly what you mean by that. Damn it! How could I miss? Also, how are these guys still not in alert mode? I've killed literally every single one of their friends.
Satellite control to air raiders. Waiting for attack request.
Okay. Whew. God, this game is badass. Although I guess everyone already knew that about it. Wow, I got no items that time. Alright, what's next? Engage alien troops. 1. The enemy is hiding behind their shields. Infiltrate and destroy it. Consider it done, my good sir. I mean, I guess I've seen that in videos. I've just never sat down and watched, like, compilations of people falling over. I feel like that would be a weird thing to do. What's going on with these guys' armor? Oh, right. It's armored frogs. I forgot about armored frogs. They really are hiding behind shields. Way to go, guys. I got a plan now. And I feel like you're not going to like it. But I also feel like I don't care. What? Stilt walkers. I will accept a Bulge, Nick Saber, thank you. Not a Bulge laser. Oh my god. Why are you so badass, Earth Defense Force? I'm so worried about Iron Rain. I want it to be perfect, but it's not going to be as good as this, is it? Warbarge is awesome, and it does break shields quite effectively, but because you can walk right through the shield and then just punch the shield carrier. But the one downside is it does take a while to build up the points for Warbarge.
Don't worry. If you break it, we'll bring you another.
Ah, delish. Give me your weapons. I feed on them. They are my treasure. The Matt Berry show starts soon. It's set in Toronto.
Satellite W1.
Or just
Ready to
filmed in
launch
Toronto.
Bulge laser.
Either way. Okay. Now, Mr. Toad, I believe you and I have a score to settle. I don't understand why Netflix would make a deal with Ricky Gervais. Like, a depressing human being who gets less relevant every year. Like, are there really enough people out there who genuinely like Ricky Gervais? Yeah, but he has a huge fan base. Like, his garbage movies made money for years and years and years. Ricky Gervais had one super popular show that became a way more popular show when it starred Steve Carell. Are you ready for this? They shot the pilot for The Office, and they didn't know if they were going to pick it up. So then they reshot the pilot and the second episode. Then they decided to pick it up, but Steve Carell had already booked another show. So they reshot the pilot and the second episode. So they fully shot those episodes with Bob Odenkirk as Michael Scott.
Yeah, that would work.
Apparently it did, but then the other show got canceled after 3 episodes, and they're like, come on back, Steve Carell. We see that this show, that 40-Year-Old Virgin is going to be a hit, so we need you on the show. We need to hold you to the contract, because 40-Year-Old Virgin is going to be huge. And it was, and it worked out great. But they shot 2 episodes of The Office with Bob Odenkirk. Isn't that crazy? He would have been great.
Yeah, he would have been.
It's weird, because...
You think who else?
Well, no, I honestly believe Bob Odenkirk is a better actor than Steve Carell. And I know that's weird. What the hell is that thing? Oh, right. This is something they introduced in the last... So this is the thing they unleashed on us in the last DLC. It's a new frog weapon. It fires like an arc of mortar shells at you. Fires like 20 mortar shells up and they land in a carpet bombing motion. It's unbelievably badass. It's like, Steve Carell is incredibly talented. I think Bob Odenkirk is a more talented actor and comedian than Steve Carell is. I mean, the way he dances between comedy and pathos is like nothing else. But I think his Michael Scott would have been more real. He would have been more of a real person than Steve Carell's Michael Scott, and I don't know if the show would have taken off the same way. Because Michael Scott is such a cartoon character. I don't know if Bob Odenkirk could have kept it from being more realistic. And does that make it that much harder to watch? Oh my god! This weapon is brutal! I love you, Nick Saber. Oh, that's true. The 80s rock songs are much better than today's music. Music peaked in, when was Slippery When Wet? 1985? 86. The whole concept of music peaked. Like, we were building... So basically, 30,000 years ago, a guy hit a stick, probably a lady, let's be honest, hit a stick on a log and realized that was awesome. And then they, went from drumming to cutting holes in bones to stretching out skin over leather to make tambourines and then drums. And so basically from then on, there's this upward curve of the quality of music. And that hits its absolute apex, 1985 Slippery When Wet Bon Jovi. And everything after that has been a downward slide. And that's overall quality downward slide. There have been very many high points and quite a few low points during that slide, but it has been an uninterrupted slide since Slippery When Wet. And can you guess the movie that made me realize that? In the mid-2000s, I was sitting in a movie theater, and I'm watching this movie, the perfectly acceptable, stupid action film, and then Bon Jovi comes on the soundtrack, and I sit there and I'm like, I've heard a bunch of other songs in this movie, and this is so inexplicably superior to all of the modern music featured that I realized that, yes, there must be something to this theory. So I crunched the numbers, and that's how I found out that music peaked at 1985 Slippery When Wet. Well, what's your favorite band, Phoenix? It's a quiz. And if you can tell me what movie it was, you win a prize. She knows. She was there.
Not with me.
No, you saw it too. We talked about it. And we're like, wow, this is what music is supposed to be. I mean, technically, Bon Jovi did his best work in '87 with Keep the Faith, but overall music peaked at that. That's crazy. What an amazing... Wow. That is a weird thing to have happened, you're right.
Who is our superior officer?
Living on a Prayer is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, it's no Blaze of Glory, but it's fantastic. Oh, by the way, if you haven't heard Blaze of Glory, it's a concept album that John Bon Jovi did for the movie Young Guns 2, which I consider to be John Bon Jovi's finest solo work. Obviously, the band Bon Jovi overall had better work than his solo work, but when it comes to his solo work, by far my favorite is Blaze of Glory. I think there's something like 11 songs on that album, and every one of them is just a hit.
Fantastic movie.
Oh no, it's an amazing movie. By the way, one of a number of films inspired by the TV show Unsolved Mysteries.
Yes.
So here's an amazing story. Can you? So what happens is the movie Young Guns is coming out, and they're like, "This is going to be a hit. We got to do TV to coast on this whole Young Guns thing." So they're like, "Is there any mystery about Billy the Kid?" Say the producers of Unsolved Mysteries, because we do a mystery show. So they look into it. That is weird, Hans. Oh, cursed. So they looked into it and they found out, oh, turns out Billy the Kid didn't die when he was 21 years old the way everyone thought. In fact, another guy got shot and they just said it was him to collect the reward, and he lived out the rest of his life. And then in the 1950s, this guy comes forward, "I'm Bill Roberts. I was Billy the Kid. I'm 80 now, and I would like to go to my deathbed, having gotten the pardon I was promised for my fighting in the Lincoln County War." He was promised a pardon, and then they betrayed him. It was a whole thing. And so he went, and there was a whole court case. He sued the government asking for it. A bunch of people who had actually known Billy the Kid came up to him. He had recognizable scars. He had the same bone structure. They didn't have fingerprints or DNA, obviously. But a bunch of people who had known Billy the Kid identified it as being him. And basically, the idea is it was probably Billy the Kid. He almost certainly didn't die the way Pat Garrett said he did. And the thing is, so they air this episode of Unsolved Mysteries, and I swear to God, I'm sure Emilio Estevez's his producers were watching that night, and they're like, phone each other up the next morning. They're like, "We can do a sequel! This is amazing! We can do a sequel! Quick! Get Kiefer Sutherland and Lou Diamond Phillips on the phone!" And then that person said back, "That won't be hard. They're both in Vancouver shooting a movie together." And that movie was? It's called Renegades.
Oh my god, I love Renegades!
It's a very fun movie. It was Kiefer Sutherland and Lou Diamond Phillips in a cop movie.
Although, let's be honest.
Racist, leaning on the Indian stuff with Lou Diamond Phillips.
Let's be honest. Lou Diamond Phillips and
Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland in it. I was going to watch that movie.
Yeah, it didn't have to be any good and you're still going to watch it. This is a very cool level.
I'm really worried now to go back and see that.
I hope it's good.
Now that you said what you said, I'm a little concerned.
You're worried that the Indian stuff is going to be very racist? Like, casually racist? Not intentionally racist, I'm sure it definitely wasn't. But casually racist? Because the 80s were?
No!
Most of it. Basically, the 80s were incredibly casually racist right up until Dances with Wolves in 91, I guess? Or was it 92? It was the early 90s. And then people were like, wow, maybe we shouldn't all be so racist all the time. So, are you ready for the craziest thing in the world? Do you know where the majority of Sioux speakers in the world are right now?
I strangely do not.
Alright. It's going to blow your mind. Norway.
Really?
There is a crazy subculture of cosplaying as Native Americans throughout Norway.
I find that unsettling.
It's really weird.
I don't know if we can call that cosplay.
It is. They dress up, they have conventions. It's exactly like Renaissance fairs, but all themed around Native American stuff. And so they buy authentic clothes and authentic... I know, it's crazy. And they learn the language. They love it.
I just feel
I
like,
agree. I agree with whatever you're going to say.
I feel like any of the Indigenous Canadians that we know
Would
and we
probably,
know a lot,
yeah.
would probably have, if we ask them, they'll probably have a problem with that.
Oh, definitely.
And that's why I'm offended by them being called cosplayers. Hey, I dress up in a Star Trek uniform. I do not want the same word describing me in a freaking Star Trek uniform
I know.
as someone in Norway pretending to be an indigenous North American.
They have a weird culture there, is my point.
I just don't think you should describe it as cosplaying.
I get that.
I understand what you're saying. That's my opinion.
I hear you. Is this another new map? No, this is probably just another view on that map, isn't it? Yes, your plan to Hakune Mitsu. You've mentioned that. Cosplay. Boom. Oh. Did it run out of power?
This is Phobos. My job is done.
Oh.
Heading back now.
That's not like you at all, though.
This is Carrier. Arrived on scene. Move over the marker.
Oh, crap. What is coming for me?
Vehicle, drop.
Whew.
This is specially made. It will surely be handy.
Damn right it will. Where is it? Oh, it's behind me.
This is Phobos. Ready to attack again.
No! Wasps! Oh, I'm not ready for this. Oh my god, I'm not ready for this. There's also teleportation anchors. So this level has, and I can't stress this enough, spawn points, teleportation anchors, and a teleportation ship. That's madness. I love you, game, but that's madness. Wow. Excuse me. Alright, hopefully I should be able to get through it this time. Good. Better. Best.
This is Carrier Noble.
Hey guys!
New vehicle.
I hate you all! You frigging horrible spider monsters.
Move over the target.
Oh my god, this chain gun is way too powerful. What? Oh my god, green monsters? Yeah, the Nyx Red might be better. Having all those flamethrowers would help a lot. Also, it's so much faster. That's a spawner that can spawn bosses. That spawner can spawn bosses.
This is Carrier.
Yes, you
Arrived on
have.
scene.
You worked in a comic book store.
God, I
See what I did there?
comic book store.
See what I did there?
Spawn was at.
While Spawn was at its most popular.
Oh God. I've
You're
forgotten
welcome.
about the existence
Yeah.
of that.
I just messed up your whole plan.
Screw you, Todd McFarlane.
Oh. You know what my favorite Todd McFarlane story is? And it's not his accent, which is part of my favorite thing. Todd McFarlane. It's from Kitchener. He's from Berlin, Ontario. Although they had changed its name by then. Anyway, so Todd McFarlane. My favorite story is, so there was a record to see who was going to become the greatest all one season hitting record, home run hitting record, right? Between Mark McGwire and I don't remember who the other guy was. Barry Bonds? I don't remember who the other guy was. I know Mark McGwire is the one who did it. But anyway, hey, who was going to break the one season home run record? And this is the best thing I've ever heard. So the guy, he hits Barry Bonds. Mark McGwire hits the final home run. He does it. He does the home run. He wins it. He gets the record. Everybody's super happy. And a guy in the stands, of course, catches it because it's a home run. It's not like it goes out of the stadium, right? It's the modern stadiums aren't built that way. You cannot shoot. You can't knock a baseball out of the park anymore because that's not how stadiums are built. It's not physically possible. That's the kind of thing that happened, back when the back wall, there were no bleachers in the back wall, and there's just a tall fence. So anyway, a guy catches it, and so everyone's like, yeah, you're the guy who caught the record-winning ball, congratulations. And so the team goes to him, and they're like, we'd like to put that ball in our, stadium of accomplishment in our hometown. We would love to do that. Obviously, it's your ball. The law is you caught it, it's yours, but it's a historical artifact. We think it'd be cool if we could put it in the museum. And he's like, yeah, no, I totally get it. Can I meet Mark McGwire? Can you come out here and have him shake my hand? We get a picture together, and it'd be a whole fun thing. And so the team now I don't know whether the team said screw you or Mark McGwire said screw you, but somebody said screw you to that guy. And so that guy said, oh, okay, well then I'm just keeping the ball. Because of course he is. He's not an idiot. And the interesting thing was, throughout this whole home run rush, all of the balls, once it got past something like 50 or 60 home runs, all of them had been being bought at auctions the next week. Because they all went up right away. No one was keeping these balls. They were all selling. And they were getting bought up fast. So this guy goes to the auctioneers, whichever auction house was handling it. That's not important to the story. And he says, I would like to sell this. And they're like, yeah, you can sell that. It's the ultimate piece of baseball memorabilia. Amazing, good work. And it sells for a crazy amount of money. Most of $1 million or possibly over $1 million. And the guy's like, well, I guess you shouldn't have, snubbed me, Mark McGwire. So he gets in addition to being the guy who caught this historically important baseball, he also gets a big fat paycheck out of it. And so after that sale, a little while later, Todd McFarlane is like, oh, by the way, I was the anonymous bidder buying up every single baseball from the home run competition. It was me. I wanted to be a part of this, and I used my millions and millions of dollars of Spawn money to buy every single one of those baseballs. So he has a near complete set of all of the final baseballs in Mark McGwire's home run run. Yeah, that's my favorite Todd McFarlane story. It's not his lawsuit with Neil Gaiman over who owns Angela. Although that's close.
Which character?
Angela. The Spawn character who's an angel.
Oh, right.
Basically, she was super marketable because it was a sexy angel warrior lady. And, oh my god, I'm fighting a giant silver spider. That was nuts. I didn't see anything for a full... What?! Now a Death Queen?! Oh my god, this level is ridiculous! Anyway, and so his contract, he's like, if I'm gonna write Spawn, I'm not getting caught up in another, like, the stuff I did for Marvel, or no, for DC situation, where I don't own anything. It's like, if I write for you, the whole point of your Image Comics is creator owned. So if I create anything, I want to own it. And of course, the contract with Neil Gaiman was like, fine, of course, you're Neil Gaiman, you're famous, you made Sandman, and we desperately need legitimacy because Spawn is kind of garbage. And then they started making, like, Angela posters and toys and whatnot, and didn't give Neil Gaiman a dime. It was terrible. So there's a giant lawsuit about who owned what, and blah, 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 blah. And yes! For a while, it looked like part of the settlement was going to be that Neil Gaiman was going to get all of his Marvel Man stories back. But I don't know whatever happened with that. Because somehow Todd McFarlane ended up owning part of the publishing rights to Marvel Man. How did that even happen? Oh. I'm so conflicted about Marvel Man now. Because, so, Alan Moore was like, don't use Watchmen. Don't do new Watchmen content. Watchmen is his own thing, just let it sit. Because DC wants to profit off of owning the rights to Watchmen more than the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars they make every year just selling copies of Watchmen. So they wanted to do more Watchmen and put it in DC and garbage like that. And he's like, just don't do it. And so then people bring up, like, well, the guy who created Marvel Man said he didn't like what you did with Marvel Man. So, are all comic book people Todd McFarlane in my head?
Yes.
Jesus, that's weird.
I can't believe after all this time you just realized.
Yeah, that's terrible. Well, I would have preferred had you not ruined Marvel Man and turned him into a brutal monstrosity about the immorality of godlike superheroes. And
apparently, Dr. Evil is also Todd McFarlane.
No. No, it's just Lorne Michaels has the same accent.
Yes, I know.
Lorne Michaels. It was hilarious. But anyway. So what he says is, and I'm like, at one point I want to agree with him, because I agree with Alan Moore that the creator shouldn't be in a like, you shouldn't completely go against the creator's wishes if he has strong feelings about X, Y, or Z, right? Like, I agree with that. But at the same time, did that guy actually create Marvel Man? Because Marvel Man's just Captain Marvel, and they started doing it because they lost the publishing rights to Captain Marvel, and then they were like, we will change the characters' names and literally nothing else about this, and keep essentially illegally doing Captain Marvel comics. And I guess all Alan Moore would have had to do was just not call him Marvel Man. He would have just changed all the names, like he did when he created Watchmen, and make it his own thing inspired by it. And weirdly, that probably would have been less iffy than just doing Marvel Man in the first place. You see why I think it's a slightly thorny ethical issue, right? And what is the jumbo, pray tell, Matthew?
We need rescue. So happy that I can fight.
I don't know what that was.
The enemy is closing in.
Do 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 do. Where are you? So here's something weird that they haven't done in... it's weird that they haven't done this in an EDF thing yet. There has not been an epic-sized Retarius. Like, they've embiggened all of the insects except for the pillbugs and Retarius. And I get that an epic-sized pillbug would not actually be a threat at all. But I would be very interested to see an epically sized Retarius. It's the gold spiders, they do basically infinite damage. Or so close to infinite it doesn't really matter. Oh my god, that makes me so happy. Come on guys, I'll back you up.
Enemy spotted. Ready for battle.
Oh my god, I love how fast this thing runs. Did a bunch of new guys just spawn in? I feel like a bunch of new guys just spawned in. Let me help you with that, guys. Oh my god, that was brutal. I know I'm too easy to please, but that made me crazily happy. Oh, crap. What is it? Oh, god, it's a giant ant, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I've got a rapid-fire bazooka, so... Whew. It seems he didn't know the difference between Basucho and bazooka. Literally the most obscure reference I've ever made. I'll tell you later. It's too obscure. I'm not going to make it into a quiz. Way too obscure.
And you should tell us all now.
No, it's more fun this way. If someone wants to know what the difference between Basucho and bazooka is, I will tell them later. But I don't think anyone's interested enough to ask.
I asked!
Okay.
I will wake up at like 4 a.m. and be like, God
What
damn
the hell was he talking about?
I only have to go Google something and try and remember how to spell it.
You don't know how to spell one of those words.
I know I don't.
Like, it's just, it would be bad to guess.
Still out of range.
It was an attempt. It's weird when a writer, like, when they write something so questionable that you're like, I don't know if you failed at being clever or you just wrote a character failing at being clever. No! The Retarius has got me! Come on, I can do this. Apparently I cannot do this. Come on, we can do this. Come on, yes! You are too what, Hans? Oh, that was a nightmare, huh? Is Man of Action the funniest thing I've ever written?
I don't remember which one.
It's my short film about a Punisher fan.
It's funny.
I'm just thinking about this makes me think about that. Oh, okay. Well, okay, I will tell then, it's fine. But do me a favor first, Hans, and would you check to see if it can be Googled? And then if it can't, I will just tell you. Because I'm curious as to whether that can be Googled. People actually want to know the answer to that? I understand why you would judge me for liking The Punisher, because I am so contemptuous of Punisher fans that I wrote a satirical short film about the world's biggest Punisher fan. So I get why people would judge me for saying I was a fan of The Punisher. Oh, I can't tell you exactly how to spell it, but to help you Google how to spell it, Basucho is unrefined cocaine. Well, semi-refined cocaine. It's the paste that you then turn into cocaine. The coca paste. It's called Basucho. It's probably Basuccho, but it might not be exactly spelled that way. I don't speak Spanish. You know who also doesn't speak Spanish?
Me?
The guy who played Pablo Escobar in the TV show Narcos.
Oh, I heard that.
He's Brazilian. Yeah. He had to learn all of his... For the first season, he had to basically learn the lines phonetically. I mean, obviously, there's a bunch of crossover between Portuguese and Spanish, but he had to, like, get all the pronunciation...
French and Spanish, though, so, like...
Yeah. I'll get a lot of the pronunciation phonetically and take a crash course in Spanish to get ready for the second half of the first season and the rest of the second season. Yeah. I just find it fascinating to get cast as Pablo Escobar and not know Spanish. No! They're sneaking up behind me! If only I had rocket launchers to use on them. Oh, wait, I do! Also machine guns! What I'm saying is you guys are toast! Whoops. Oh, that was embarrassing. What? This level is crazy. Ah, are you dead? You're dead. Okay, good. This is going to be such a good level to farm for high-level parts. You have a great night, M60. I hope your matches go better. Ow, I was trying to turn you off. Uh-oh. Yeah, you're dead. Oh, you're all dead. Whew. So, what's the over-under on the assassination of Ronald Reagan being the CIA trying to get him out of the way so George Bush could be president?
I don't really want to talk about this here.
Okay, I'm just curious.
On the internet.
On the internet, okay. I was just thinking about it.
I feel like you just got onto a list of them.
I just think it's crazy
I
that,
feel
like...
the CIA just went, oh shit.
I just think it's so weird that, like, literally, the guy's president for, what, a month? And then an upper-class white guy from Virginia shoots him. That's weird, right?
It is weird.
Oh, no. Well, that can happen. I have no idea. I'm completely lost in this level. Oh, Earth Defense Force. You're the Earth Defense best. Wait, what? No, you know what? I stand by that. Good night, sweet prince. Lights of angel speed thee to thy rest. I see a lot of myself in you, giant monster spider. Had we met under different circumstances, we could have been comrades. But instead, you chose to side with the enemy of everything the Grail stands for. Is that going too deep into nonsense?
I was
Good! It's generally better to not listen to me.
I'm really sorry.
80% of what I say is gibberish.
I'm gonna go back
Nice
to
work,
the whole,
M60.
You know I, like, slept 3 hours last night?
It's not a good excuse.
Hate daylight savings.
Daylight savings is the worst savings.
Body is so confused.
Dear person who wants to run for higher government office, run on a promise to get rid of daylight savings time, and you will have all of the votes.
We're all okay with it.
No
Why
one
are
wants
you
to keep
screwing
this.
with our sleep?
No one likes daylight savings time. It serves no purpose. The people you lie and say it's for, farmers, hate it more than literally anyone else. So were you able to find a good... I don't understand. Were you able to find the correct spelling of Basucho? And more importantly, if you did, were you able to find what that was a reference to? Boop. Oh, just die already. How is there anybody left at this point? Oh. But isn't 76 Sherman the best Sherman? Isn't that what Naomi uses in Girls in Panzer? So awesome! Oh my god, there's still more? This level is madness. Okay, that was bad. Ow. There we go. Okay, well then I will tell you what it's a reference to. I should have guessed. It is... Oh my god. It's a line of dialogue from, like... No, Basucho with an O. It is, like I said, it is unrefined cocaine.
It's a line of dialogue from...
Oh, yes, from Punisher.
Punisher.
Like the first or second issue of the Punisher comic book.
Jesus. Of course no one knew that.
I said no one was gonna know it. I said it was
As
the
you
most
previously
obscure
pointed
thing
out.
possible.
Die-hard
Punisher fans are the
of
worst.
Punisher
Yeah, they're the worst.
Are the worst.
I stand by that statement.
You hid the fact that you were a diehard fan of the Punisher.
Damn right I
For
did.
literally years.
No
after
one can know that I'm a huge fan of the Punisher. Although, I gotta say, a lot of that is because Garth Ennis ruined the Punisher, and is the worst thing to ever happen to the Punisher.
Well, that'll be.
Like, they turned the Punisher into this weird psycho nutcase who was about PTSD and, you know... Well, no, a bear did that, but that's not the point. Threw someone into a thing with a bear. But anyway.
No, we're talking about you.
But the point is, he turned him into a nut bar. Like a psycho nut bar who loved murder and just was the Punisher as an excuse to murder people.
Yeah.
I'm like, you completely misunderstand the Punisher, Garth Ennis, and this is only going to get worse. And the man is capable of writing good action stories. I would never say otherwise. But he fundamentally misunderstands what the Punisher is about, which is awesome men's adventure stories in the 1970s style. I know. It's a garbage genre. I agree it's a garbage genre. No! Oh, hell no. This is bad. So, long story short, I'm about to get killed by a truly preposterous situation. Oh, thank God that worked. Because I was about to get killed by a truly preposterous situation. People are shooting things through walls at me. It's never a good sign. That is weird. It's what they call it in the trade in Colombia. I know this from the movie, from that line of dialogue, and from the documentary Cocaine Cowboys. But that's it. Excellent Googling, though. Like, thumbs up to your Google skills. Whew. I am sure it is a slang term used by Colombians within the production. So I was looking at Narcos Mexico. And I'm like, is it sane to open the first episode of Narcos Mexico with like, oh, by the way, Michael Peña's gonna get killed? It's just a weird way to start the first episode. And then I remembered that in original Narcos, they mentioned the famous historical fact that his character gets killed. So, I don't really know, but I don't know if anyone who watched Narcos would remember the name of that guy, so it is questionable to me whether that was a good idea. Wow, those are some dreadlocks. I approve? No, I do approve. He's the best. Aww. Is this the second season? Oh, okay. Well, no wonder he's finally there. Boom. Engage Aliens 5. They did not work hard on the titles for these bonus missions. Okay. Got my Zexer gun. That was an odd line reading. Okay. I'm gonna switch back to my beloved Warbarge. The only Barga to trust to bring along in a war-type situation. And of course, the king of weapons, Bulge laser. No, but I will dig it up, Phoenix. I just have to check a couple. I'll be honest with you. I'm in the middle of a... I have a deadline bearing down on me for a thing, so I haven't had time to do anything else but write. And, you know, drop by here for streams, because I love that too. That's true. I guess that would make the rapid rocket launcher be the king of weapons, but I just love the Bulge laser so much. Hey guys! So, funny story. I happen to own a Zexer gun. There's more ants than I was expecting. Turns out the Zexer gun was a really good choice. Also, just because of how these levels have been going so far, I really get the sense we're going to have, like, an extra wave of nonsense. Oh! Oh, you mean the limpet chain gun? Yeah, limpet chain gun's incredible. It is one of the most damaging weapons. And that is because it has an incredibly high muzzle velocity. Like, so many of the limpet guns take forever to fly through the air, so they're not useful. Except against very large enemies or just huge crowds where you don't have to be accurate. But this one, the the limpets fly so quickly that you're able to effectively deploy them against even super far away targets. Are they charging me, or do they not know I'm here? Oh, no. Oh, that was close. You don't have arms! That's adorbs! Although it's really only adorbs because I'm the one who blew off your arms, otherwise it would be creepy. Or sad. Probably creepy. I maybe should have brought along a bomber. You know, live and learn, but I maybe should have brought along a bomber. They said aliens were patrolling the area, so I did not assume that meant, like, tons of ants. I thought we were going to be dealing with tons of froggies. Yeah, the almost zero reload is why this is the best weapon. What the hell? Pink froggy? Who is this? One of the nightmare children of Kermit and Miss Piggy? That's right, I think they would have a child that was a pink frog. And if you know what that's a reference to, be the first commenter below the video to mention it, and you will win a prize. Just drop it in the comment section below the video, along with the time code for where in the video I asked the quiz question, and boom, the prize is yours. Ow, dick. Oh my god, that's so awesome. Yeah, it's like a 1.3 second reload or something crazy like that. I might have it, like, I might have fully upgraded the reload, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, this is definitely a level that would have behooved me to bring along a, No! Well, that sucked. To bring along a bombing run.
Vehicle drop.
You guys are the worst. But now you're all in pieces. What the hell gun is that? That was actually kind of awesome. Nope. Oh, this is going badly. Yeah, they got me. Alright, let's bring the bombing run this time, huh? Oh no, I didn't mean to restart the mission. I meant to go get the bombing run. What don't... Oh, I'm not going to use the Bulge laser. I got a bombing run. It's weird that this is the best bombing run, but it really, really is. So it's got 4 units, although 200 times 1 unit is pretty amazing, too. It does less damage, though. And the blast radius is smaller. Yeah, we're sticking with this one. Engage aliens. 5... Now, where were we? Yes! Killing people.
Target confirmed.
And that is why you bring bombing runs. They are the ultimate weapon against ground-based insects. There's a bunch of different Nyx armors, and they are, as a rule, all pretty amazing. Nyx Red is overall the best Nyx armor because it's super fast. Like, the speed at which the Nyx armor motors along gives it a huge advantage over all of the other Nyx bombers. Sorry, Nyx armors. But a lot of them are pretty good. The Nyx rocket cannon, I really like. It has huge amounts of health, and until I had the Nyx saber, it was a really good thing to use against aliens. The problem is, once you get the Nyx saber, like, aliens are just toast. It's brutal. Yeah, I just saw that last week, that they announced a special edition of Friday the 13th on the Switch. I don't know if it's going to have crossplay, though. I'd be interested to see if they add crossplay to it. I should go and check with the PR people for Earth Defense Force Iron Rain to see if they want to send me a copy. It just occurs to me that I have done more videos about Earth Defense Force 5 than really almost anyone else. And I would be happy to help promote that game, because, you know, Earth Defense Force. No!
This is Phobos, ready to attack again.
Well, since Phobos is ready to attack, I don't want to keep those guys waiting for me. Let's just find them. Yeah, there they are, approximately.
Entering the combat area. Fire!
I don't know what that's a reference to.
This is Phobos, preparing for the next attack.
Maybe reload. Alright, so here comes the guys that suck. But if I can kill just one of them, I'm going to get my Warbarge in action. I forgot to switch out the Warbarge. Oh well, live and learn. God, I love how this thing trashes dudes.
This is Gary.
Thank you.
We'll head for the combat area again. This is Phobos, ready to attack again.
Where are they? Right over there. Gotcha.
All
So I can see him in the
bombers,
city.
commence attack. Attack. Hopefully, it'll be useful in battle.
Alright, time for my beloved machine gun Barga. They may not have intended this weapon, but it is in many ways the ultimate weapon.
All bombers, commence attack.
Ah, that Zexer gun is magnificent.
This is Phobos, ready to attack again.
Fun fact about, wait, should probably activate the Bargas. What kind of gun are you? Oh, the alien showed up! Nice! Oh, that was awesome. Oh, crap. Come and get me, you S of a B. I just wish you could pick up items without getting out of the Barga. That's like the one downside to bargaining things. You cannot pick up items. I really trashed Europe, didn't I? Really? You think that's going to work? It's true. And very sloppy when it comes to not blowing up all of the great cities of Europe in this game. Boom! Oh, just die already. I really thought I had aimed that right, but I was obviously wrong. You son of a... It is crazy the amount of damage the gold spiders do. It's like 8,000 per hit. No! Ah. Oh my god, it's funny how, oh crap, are you kidding me? This level's getting ridiculous. In case you're wondering, yeah, you can get stepped on by your own Barga. It's not easy, but you can do it if you screw up badly enough. There's silver spiders coming.
Go!
I think I just used all those on one guy. Whew. Yeah, I used them on one guy.
The attack is over. Leaving the combat area.
That was bad. He didn't even die. They, like, hit buildings around him. Alright, Spideys. Are there still more dudes coming? Oh, hell yes. A couple more and then I can nuke all of these guys hiding off to the side. What? At least it's the regular ion beam and not the super ion beam they just got. Ah, Gatling guns, do your worst.
Phobos, ready to attack again.
Yeah, you're toast.
This is Carrier.
Endure it.
Vehicles on the go.
Alright, where's this guy?
Target confirmed.
Oh my god, there's so many more guys coming.
This is Phobos, ready to attack again.
No, really?
Confirmed.
I got a new Barga on the
Entering
way.
combat
That's
area.
badass.
Fire! This is Phobos, ready to attack again.
Goddamn right you are. I can't even see anything, and I'm sure I'm hitting him. There we go. Fun thing about spiders, they're easy to stun with explosives. Even if you don't kill them, they'll get knocked back and they'll be like, wait, what's going on for a minute? And it gives you a chance to finish them off. Would I like a new Barga? Yes, I would. Thank you for asking.
Over the target.
Now, where were we? There we go. Oh my god, his head and his limbs fell off. That is the best kind of punch. The punch that just leaves a torso. I like to think of that punch as knocking his torso out from under the rest of him. Spider stomp. Alright, here we go. My god, I love the alien language. As much as I enjoy screwing around with you guys, I'm gonna have to finish you off with a machine gun because it's just not worth my time. Isn't it great that you can use the Barga as cover? Uh-oh, this is a problem.
This is
Please die. Hey, pal. Long story short.
We brought a new vehicle.
It's great. Like, once you're fighting the... Like, the silver spiders are deadly, don't get me wrong, but, you know, once you get into the groove of killing them, it's literally just unlimited vehicles. There's, like, no vehicle in the game that you can't earn killing 2 or 3 spiders. And another great thing about having multiple Bargas lying around is they will just attack the empty Barga. The aliens are so freaked out by the prospect of Barga that they will just attack empty Bargas and draw fire away from you. Boop. Here you go, pal. Are you done? You guys all done? Got anything left? I think you might be done. So are they going to bring in a new... Oh my god, what if they brought the dragon? No, they're not going to bring the dragon back. That's a crazy thing to say. The dragon is one of my all-time favorite enemies. Don't get me wrong. Godzilla's better, and Anguirus is even better than Godzilla, but I love the dragon from Earth Defense Force 4. / Earth Defense Force 2025. Alright, what's the mission? Hinsiton, Granger's High Mobile, Powered Elskins. Arrive at the coast and commence operation. Oh, cool. So you're going to give me highly mobile exoskeletons at the beginning of the mission. This is going to be our last mission for the night, wrapping up the stream. It's Earth Defense Force, so thanks everybody for your understanding and me devoting an entire stream to it, but it's Earth Defense Force. Do you know how many Iron Rain streams I'm going to be doing? We're going to be doing Iron Rain every night until I beat the game.
Here you are. Now, this team will protect you.
I thought you said there was a...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're almost in the enemy's range.
You just told me there was going to be exoskeletons.
Heading to the air above the target. Drop the bombs.
This is carrier.
See what I mean? Instant Warbarge.
All bombers, commence attack.
There's guys behind me.
Attacking fire.
This is Phobos, ready to attack again.
This level's just a big old mess, isn't it? I was promised powered exoskeletons. Where are my powered exoskeletons? One really good thing about these bad guys, these spiders, they give you huge amount of item drops. Just ridiculous amounts. Oh, they've changed up the Living Horde? Alright. Danger close, everybody.
Drop the bombs. This is Phobos, ready to attack again.
You're goddamn right you are. And I'm going to need you to do just that.
Confirmed.
So is this level just non-stop silver spiders? Not that I'm not okay with that, but Jesus crackers, game.
This is Phobos.
What the hell are you doing in there?
Dropping coordinates confirmed.
So now I'm just hiding in here and bombing myself over and over again until they're all dead.
Commence attack. Attack.
Wow, that's brutal.
This is Phobos, ready to attack again.
Hi. I mean, I'm sorry I couldn't keep literally any of my guys alive, but you know, look at what I'm up against. Seriously, I can't stress enough the degree to which I was promised some power armor. I don't see the enemies. And I'm in a giant 100-foot tall mech. Actually, how many feet tall is this? I should check it. I should put it next to a building and count the stories. Is that a lake? Are there spiders coming out of the lake? I need to understand what's going on with this level. Okay, I think it's time to use that bomb. Living Horde? Official Phoenix? Yeah, I mean, after I've got some time, I will definitely check that out. Alright, here we go. Come and get it, guys.
All bombers, commence attack.
Whew.
Drop the bombs. This is Phobos, ready to attack again. Target confirmed. Drop the bombs.
Yeah, it is a 100% Silver Spiders level.
This is Phobos.
Oh, you're right. It said get to the beach front and use the power armor there. I guess I was confused because A, we didn't start at a beachfront, and B, I didn't see any yellow spots on the map. Because if there's armor, there should be yellow spots on the map telling you where it is. See? Yellow spots on the map are vehicles. And I didn't, and there still aren't any.
This is Phobos, ready to attack again. Drop the bombs. This is Phobos, ready to attack again.
One of my, like, small F favorite things about this game is the cable snapping sound when they release the Barga from the 4 dropships that are bringing it into the field. I don't see any yellow spots on the map anywhere. Like, I don't think that there aren't. Well, I'll just run over to the beach then. They're out of enemies, so I'm free to do it. Maybe I blew them up the first time I shot a... Possible I blew them up the first time I blasted a bombing run over there, but I don't think so. Anyway, let's find out. Well, there's definitely no vehicles here now. Yeah, the ultimate submachine gun, assault rifle that okay, I think I know where we are now. I guess I've just never been here in a mission before. I could be wrong, though. Alright, we're going to load this game up, same level up on easy. I think I've already done a guide for Undead Labs. Destroy the speed is of the essence. You're damn right it is. Wow, maybe the lake area. Enter the highly mobile powered exoskeleton that have arrived at the coast and commence operation. Alright, so let's just switch over to Ranger. That's all fine. Switch this to easy just so we can see. Alright, so we're starting the level and we're looking to see if there are any yellow spots on the map. There aren't. Like, there just aren't any yellow spots on the map at all. Whatever they thought I was supposed to do in this level, they forgot to program it into the level. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna run over to the beach just to be safe.
Take them down when they get closer.
Pretty close, but still out of range.
Not close enough. Let's wait for the enemy to get in range first.
Oh my god, there were so many trees before I started bombing this place. See, beautiful damage and near instantaneous reload. This gun is magnificent. Also 175 bullets, which is fantastic.
This is Carrier. Arrived on on scene.
Oh God, they give that to you so quickly. I am now at the coast. They only drop once you get to the coast. That's what it is. Oh, okay. They only spawn once you actually get to the coast. Alright, let's check out this new piece of armor. I do not relish attempting to do this as an air raider. Alright, you're telling me it's a high speed. Hey, I got air raided. Sorry, I'm wing divers. Nice. Alright, let me check out this high speed experimental. Well, it's got twin machine guns. That's nice. Oh my god, it really is. What? What the hell is this thing? Can I have one of these, please? This had better be a weapon you can unlock in the game. See, the thing that bothers me in the game is, up until this point, and up until I've seen this vehicle, there has never been a vehicle in the game that is good for fighting for anti-air. Like, every single vehicle in the game sucks at anti-air. But this has twin Vulcan cannons. And a shotgun explosive. This is like the perfect vehicle for anti-air. What is it called and where can I get 100 of them? I mean, it's basically useless for this mission because of the ridiculous amount of health that these guys have. That's awesome. Look at how fast it is. This had better be an unlockable game. I am not going to forgive you. Look at that jump! That was amazing. Anyway, okay. I am out of bullets, obviously, so I'll switch out. Hey guys. So anyway, we're going to wrap up here. I've been the Hidden Object Guru playing the new DLC for Earth Defense Force 5. Probably, you know, overall, the best overall video game ever made. If you include, if you're grading story, if you're grading gameplay, if you're grading like variety of content, if you're grading longevity, if you're grading both single player and multiplayer value. Like, this thing is super high marks on all of those fronts. So you add all that together, there's a good chance that this is the best video game ever made. And if that sounds like hyperbole, that's only because you haven't spent 300 hours playing Earth Defense Force 5 the way I have. And that sounds excessive, but I'm counting both my time with the Japanese version and with the English language version. That is a weird thing to say about Siren. Maddie. It's a very weird thing to say about Siren. So yeah, I've been Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons for that coming up. Oh, there's more of them! Nice! Questions, suggestions, related whatnots, go in the comments section below the video. If you'd like to see... oh yes, also, if you have a quiz, if you want to enter the quizzes, send the quiz information there. If you'd like to... come on, yes! Oh, that must be the place we start must be the end of the place where the rollables come from in the rollable mission. The end of the road. Nice. I've never went there before. yes, put the comment. I did a bunch of quizzes this time, so if you want a chance to win, drop in the comment section below the video along with the time code for where in the video I asked the question. If you want to be in for the live streams where these games get played, check out the Discord channel, because that's when I announce them. See you back here for more Earth Defense Force. As long as they're going to keep putting out Earth Defense Force games, we're going to be playing here on the channel. Japanese, English, I literally don't care. You could put out one of these games in any language. Would not matter to me. If you wanted to make another, like, strategy RPG or turn-based strategy game out of this thing and release it only in Japanese, I will sit there and I will play it with the Google Translation app open the whole time just so I can play this game. That's how much I care about Earth Defense Force. So see you back here for more. But until then, have I played the Metro games? Yes, all except Metro Exodus, which I'm looking forward to trying when it shows up for cheap on the Epic Games Store. That was an interrupted sign-off. Although I've been interrupting the sign-off a lot, so it's kind of on brand for me. See you back here for more. But until then, au revoir.